we have too much of it in some areas, and a lot of people would argue. Fresh water, it takes a really long time to get underground reservoirs of fresh water. That's why it's considered mostly as a non-renewable resource. And then the last one, a biome is determined by all of the following except, this one was probably the second most difficult for you guys. Raise your hand once you have an idea. Levi.
D.
D, weather, and why? No idea? Anyone have an idea of why the answer, you're right, but why is the answer D? Eli.
Well, because a biome is like determined by like climate, but weather is like more day to day than climate is the more like general how it is like over a long period of time.
Good, good. So climate is probably one of the top things that determines a biome, okay? Also, a biome has a very specific type of climax community, and a climax community contains specific flora, which is plants, and fauna, which is animals. And then latitudinal location is also true, because if you go from the Arctic Circle all the way down to the equator, basically what you end up seeing is stripes of specific biomes. So you start up with the tundra, then it goes to taiga, then it goes to the deciduous forest, and then you start getting into the tropical biomes. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so if you have any questions on those, let me know after class. We can come into my office hours and we can go over it. But I just wanted to double check on all of those, that you guys understand exactly why you missed the questions and what the right answers were. What we are going to do for the next, I'll give you guys about 10 minutes for this, is at your desk when you walked in, you should have the ECA biology quiz. I don't know if there was anyone that got a perfect score or better than 15 out of 18. So what I want you guys to do now is at your table, if you're at a table of 3, the 3 of you work together. If you're at a table of 4, work with the person next to you so that it's split into 2. I want you guys to compare your answers, and for the next 10 minutes, see if you can figure out the right answers to the ones that you both missed. Okay? So go ahead and start working on that. You can use your notes. You can use whatever you need to other than your phones to try and answer these questions. Okay? So go ahead. You got 10 minutes. Oh, sorry, Eleanor. Yeah. Huh? You're okay. I just took participation grade. You're okay with it. What's that, Becca? Okay, it's okay. You're fine. It's okay. I didn't take a grade on it. Yes. Probably because I don't know what this whole question is. Right. Okay. No, that's fine. I'm just saying that it's not right. D for sure is not right. So think about why. You got D right? Well, what number is that, Bob? 2. 2?
Yeah, 2 is D.
I probably can get it off because I should the answers, but yes, D is right.
Yeah, what? Easy, right? Number 3.
Yes.
Did you get it right?
What you missed.
So it's either
Did you answer any of these? Well, I'm just going to cross it off if you missed, if you didn't write anything down.
what is the black hole?
And glycose is a sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's NADPH.
And if we have finished.
What is that? What is NADPH?
Remember,
Good.
so and then
Oh, yeah. Did you answer yours? Okay.
That's all right. You miss all three of them? Wait, C is? Four?
I don't know which one this is. Maybe.
Because water, carbon dioxide,
Those are actually, yeah.
by cellular respiration, but the reactions are
Very similar.
Okay, I think I'll be ready for it.
You think so? There you go. So compare your answers. It depends. Every year's different. Yes. Just 1 second. I need to find my.
That's what I was
Alright,
Not me. We're gonna talk about it. We learned about it last semester. Part of cellular respiration, aerobic and anaerobic through glycolysis.
Okay, so aerobic produces 46 ATP, and anaerobic produces 2, and anaerobic does not require energy.
Did we at least mix some of them?
You said it has to.
Okay, so now we're going. Good. So then you can figure out which one is left, and then how many you still have to actually figure out. Couple?
I got Wait, Eli, you got number 5. Eli, you put C number 5 in.
Think about cell interval, right? And cell interval.
5.
We don't know if 5 is right.
Hey, that's what I do. This is hard, bro. I have
Okay, so think about what is in it.
The first one's not A.
Do you have a lot of agriculture? So think about where it is in the United States. You have to like know all that stuff. So Midwest is agriculture, right? Think about where places are industrial, developed, which one of those fits with like North and South Carolina? Think about which one would be the least negative. That's the hard thing about the ACA. But think about which one's correlated with what it's saying in the question.
They're all bad. Which one has to do with the
Yeah. Either or is fine.
That's a vector.
That's a vector. What you got?
If it's not vector, it's shield because we put the other 2 answers in.
How come vectors?
Oh. Oh no, I'm not counting this one. It's this one that's off. It's 13. That's what I crossed out. Yeah, sorry. My lines are big. I was like, no, you're right. It's 13. I know it's tough. We're going to look back to what you learned previously. What you
Oh, it's C.
Miss Curry, we think we got them all.
think about what can be.
That one makes more sense.
Think about which ones of those are made from plant materials.
I would see the first time. Yeah.
That one you really have to kind of think about. You actually might have to go back to like elementary school and what you learned there.
Would it be junk mail?
Huh?
Is it junk mail?
What's mail made out of? What's paper made out of? So it's not that.
Mystery, how do we? When you're done over there,
When you're checking it, all I have to do
And number one is NAD.
to erase it, I don't know. I love how you guys all answered like different ones. You guys have about 3 more minutes. Okay, can you now go through and give an explanation as to why? Because see what you guys had was everyone just answered the wrong ones. You just kind of went like, oh, no, it's not this. Okay, so those of you that missed something, explain why. Be able to explain it. So that if I call on you to explain why, since you now have the right answers, you can give me good answers. Yes, hi.
Hi, we are confused.
On which one?
Number one, I guess.
Because D makes the most sense because you're not burning it, you're drilling for oil. The question is,
That's wrong, it's dirty.
no, wait, but
Really? What did you
what's the negative consequence of burning gasoline or petroleum, like, which is not needed? Yet it has ocean water when
But think about what burning fossil fuels does.
it puts the carbon in the atmosphere, right? And it causes lungs, and it causes.
Does carbon cause what cancer?
We don't know.
Anything in
There's
your
no
lungs
data.
can cause lung cancer.
Is there data? Have you seen research about that?
One more minute, guys.
One more minute.
For number 11. Now think about why.
Oh, the soil quality needs to be high.
Right.
No, that's not it. It's not it. That's part of it. That's what
Okay, everyone, back to your seats if you turn your chair around and keep this out where you're going to go over it. And I will explain to you why the answer that is right on these is the best answer, okay? So, let's go ahead and start with number 1. It says, which substance from the light-dependent reactions is a source of energy for the light-independent reactions of photosynthesis? Raise your hand if you have the right answer for that one. Yes?
NADPH.
Good. And why NADPH?
Because that's what it said on our notepad.
Yes, because NAD, you just have to know the reactants and the products of the light-dependent and independent reactions. That one was probably the easiest on there. Unfortunately, a lot of you missed it and put Go ahead, flip to number 2. So you're reading a prompt. It's saying, read the prompt and study the diagram above. What cause and effect prediction can be used to test the assumptions in this model? TJ, what's the right answer?
D.
D? Why?
Not sure.
Casanova. Why? I know you all have D, but why? Because it makes sense. Christian, can you elaborate?
Because photosynthesis, the reactants of are sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. So if you limit immediately.
Right. You just have to know the equation of photosynthesis to do that, okay? Sunlight turns carbon dioxide, gas, and water into sugar. That's what you have to know. I'm sure that's exactly what you thought. Okay, number 3. The energy required for a seedling to push up or out of the ground comes from what? Eleanor, what did your group have for this?
I got it wrong and they didn't have to explain it.
Okay, China. C.